What's up, everybody? How you doing? So last night and most of the morning I've been listening to some records and CDs. So this video is I'm just gonna show those. I was in a mood for a different sound, I guess. So these are unique compositions by extreme artists that I find addicting. So yeah, I still got the hoodie on. It's kind of chilly in here. It's not too bad, but there's no heat in this room, so I try to bundle up when I'm in here. But in the background we'll be listening to one of them talked about several times. That's what I find unique, is the vocals, the guitar arrangements. What I'm listening to is this portion of the CD, the demos, and it has some new tracks on it as well. But I love the demos. This also has an S-Spice on it. Bought this a while back, and I know they released this on wax, and I think they released a box set with that same cover, and I love the artwork to that. Total finish. But I've talked about these bands before, so I'll move on. Love Demolic. Another one I've been listening to is Master's Hammer, which I believe is Chechnyan black metal. And what I find unique about this is the use of tubular bells and piano. The guitars are kind of like Hellhammer, I guess. Kind of have a Celtic Frost vibe. Vocalist sounds insane. Just your normal black metal, like first wave style black metal vocals, but he'll start laughing and giggling for no reason, which I find very spooky. Their first album's The Ritual, which is very, very damn good, but I've really gravitated to this one. This is on Osmos Productions, JL America. As you can see there, if anybody knows more about this band, that's misspelled. This is the first press. It's supposed to be a J, but the name of this is the Jaliminis Occultist, I think. Guys look like they're in a pop field, but definitely look this one up. I will put a link in the description below. But favorite track on this is A Dark Forest Spreads All Around. Very doomy. Opening track is more of an intro, and just so many good ones. Really proggy. Very good album, very good black metal. If you're into bands like Nocturnal Mortem, you'll like this. So, Master's Hammer. I'm not going to try to repronounce that title. Next one up is, of course, the Chasm, Processions into the Infraworld. I knew I was going to fuck that up. Possessions to the Infraworld, which is Daniel, that's the vocalist and bassist for Xenotaph, the album In the Gloomy Reflections of Our Hidden Sorrows. He also did vocals and bass on Incantation's Diabolical Conquest. So, gotta get an idea. I think I've shown this before. I absolutely love the Chasm. Out of all their albums, I think this one's the most unique one. The guitar usage in it, the chords are very different, I guess, almost to the point of being out of tune for a death metal band. They're pretty much sweeping the whole fretboard. as I say, making chords instead of just power chords. And I think that's what I really like about it. Also, this is very proggy, very progressive, and just a fantastic death metal album. And if you're like into bands like Time Ghoul or Blood Incantation, should definitely check this out. I think Blood Incantation actually stole a lot of stuff from this band right here, especially the vocals, because some of the albums he uses a lot of reverb on his vocals, make it sound like he's in a chasm, so to speak, or a void. But definitely look at this one if you don't know it. Fucking killer one. Another one I just shown recently, but I'm going to show it again because it's an absolute beast. Of course, it's unique because of the technical play on the guitar solos, plus the keyboard work. I love the keyboards in this. Released in 1990. It's an absolute fucking fantastic album. This one and Threshold's Paradox I need to get. I don't have that one, but several other ones I don't have. But Nocturnus the Key is an absolute fucking beast of technical progressive death metal. Probably the staple, the first one. But I love Lake of Fire. Visions from Beyond the Grave is my favorite track on this one. I love the instrumental, but Empire of the Sands is another good one. Definitely look this one up if you don't know it. Hopefully you do. I'm sure you do. But yes, Nocturnus the Key. I find it very unique. Go to this one CD. Some doom metal from the UK. Decomposed. Hope Finally Died. And what I really dig about this one, I love that artwork right here. It's so doomy, but they have some blast beats in some parts of it that's really cool. There's a acoustic instrumental, so to speak, in this. Very progressive in a way. Since it's doom metal, most of their songs are more drawn out. I think this was released in '93. Their very first one, or their demo, has a graveyard on it. And I think it's titled the same. I think. Shit, I don't know. This is the only album I have by them. I really freaking love it. Just love this album. If you love doom death metal, this is the one. I think I just called it doom metal, but it's doom death, or death doom. Fucking killer album. Next one up will be this one, released in '95, Vader's De Profundis. And I think what it is about this album, when I very first heard it, is the drum work on this. It's very, for the time, I never heard anything like it. I've heard double bass, of course, and Morbid Angel and all that in that time period, but I don't think I've ever heard drums played like this. I'm not sure. It seems like the drummer doesn't play for this band anymore, but it's another one. Take that out. It's another one of those fucking Polish death metal bands that I absolutely love. I think this is their second album. Their first album's really good too as well. But this one is the one I gravitate. I'm a big Vader fan. Probably know that. Seen some of the times I've shown several of their records. Next one up. Emperor Prometheus. I think it's called The Discipline of Fire and Demise. It's very proggy for black metal. Very progressive. The keyboards, I love in this. I think what really grabs me on this album is the harpsichord they use in the beginning, the intro. And I love that part where he says, "There was nothing," and and then it starts in with that. Released in 2001, I want to say. It's actually my second favorite Emperor album. I don't think they ever made an album that sounded like this. All their albums sound unique and different. Of course, this one is I think it's Candlelight USA. Yes, Candlelight USA. Bought it back then. Favorite tracks on this is, man, I want to say The Prophecy. The Prophet. Love that one. Depraved, I loved. Empty. Thorns on My Grave. Just a masterpiece. Very good fucking album. I need it on vinyl too. I seen it on vinyl not too long ago. Those what do you call half something remastered, whatever. But killer album. Emperor, Prometheus, The Discipline of Fire and Demise. Another one is Modern Band, but I have to bring this in there. I've never heard anything like this in my life. I have their Gloom Lord album, but this one to me was a lot better, even though I love the other one. But this is Worm, Forever Blade. God dang it. I wanted to say Land for some damn reason, but I like how they mix death metal vocals with black metal vocals. I like the doom they have in this. I love the guitars in it. It's very haunting. Love the artwork, of course. But this is a very unique album. But favorite tracks on this is Empire of the Necromancers, Mark Above the Dark Moor, Cloaked by Night Winds. Very black metalish. Bands from Florida, but I love their mix of black metal and doom, death doom and death metal. They get their EP I just seen released. It's posted everywhere, so apparently everybody's getting it. This one's fucking a masterpiece. Next up, I could have shown Carcass, Recaputrefaction, but this one I think is a little bit better of a grindcore album. Swedish. This one's General Surgery Necrology, released in '93. I think originally was self-released in '91, and Relapse picked it up. Love the vocals in this. The raspier, higher voice with the low guttural. I think that's what I really love, and that's what makes this album unique. I know Carcass does that, but it seems like you could hear that better on this one. I like that. Purveyors of Fine Grind. Fucking killer shit. Some keyboards. That Demolic. My favorite Demolic song. I like the demo version better. Fucking song gives me a smile. First heard Demolic. I know I've told this story. First heard Demolic back in '93. Was at a party out in some cow field out in the middle of nowhere, and most of the night they've been listening to country and glam metal, and I think somebody had that cassette and popped it in that player, and I remember sitting up walking over to there, and I wanted to know who that was, and I bought it. Then that very next day, I bought that album. Very next day. Okay, so another one, of course, needs no introduction. and very unique. It's of course summoning minus Morgul. Can't fucking talk. But what I find unique, of course, about this is the keyboards. They almost make it sound like a old 80s B-rated horror movie. That's what I like about it. The drum programming is very droning. Of course, there is a couple songs with blast beats in them. But The Passing of the Grey Company, of course, my favorite track on this one. And I love the Tolkien themed elements because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings or Hobbit fan. But yes, black metal, different, unique, and very addictive. Fucking killer shit. Definitely should know that one. And then the last one I'm going to show, bought it about the same time I bought the Demolek Nesbith album, was Necrophobic's Nocturnal Silence. And at that time, I've never heard anything like this album. And now there's bands that do this style, or a dime a dozen. Dissection came out 2 years later with this Somber Lane. It was similar to this album, which I love that album as well. But to be honest with you, this is the first time I ever heard that style, and I didn't know what to make of it at that time. Now I know it's a black and death metal, melodic, and I love how it starts off with the keyboard awakening, and then Before the Dawn. I love that one. Love the track, the Nocturnal Silence. The Ancient Gate, Sacrificial Rites. Like, this is a total gem. Came out at the same time. I know I bought these two cassettes. Oh, I bought these on cassettes back in the day. At the same time. Probably the same day I got these two back in the day. And just another one of those albums that just sets itself apart because, like I said, at that time I never heard anything quite like this. I mean, I heard Swedish death metal, but they had a different, unique sound. I guess Cemetery has this kind of sound as well. What's another band that kind of has this sound? Unanimated. They kind of have the sound as well, but this is the first one I heard. Anyway, so that's my video. Unique compositions by extreme artists that I find addicting. So hopefully you guys like this video. It just sounded like a good idea at the time. Have a good one.